Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm Ned from Nev's Tech, but today we're checking out the Blink Mini made by and sold by Amazon. Interestingly enough, this is a competitor to the Weiss units that were created by an individual who used to work for Amazon. Anyways, if you can check out back here, I got my cameras. This is the Weiss system, and that one is the D-Link pan tilt zoom unit I got. Anyways, I'm going to compare them all together and see which one does best. But let's get into this. Let's see what's on the inside. Man, this thing's so small and cute. I put them right next to Grimlock and a USB battery so you guys could appreciate them. Comes with an Amazon charger that has an output of 5 volts, 1 amp, perfect size, and a whole lot of cable, which you're definitely going to need if you're going to put this in the perfect spot. On the bottom of it, it looks like we got a place to mount it up. We got the 2 holes. You just have to find out how to get that off of there. And then it looks like we put a magnet somewhere else. We got a weighted piece of metal there that the magnet could clip onto. So after you get the sucker plugged in, it starts blinking, and then you get the app. You hook her up. It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. Also, the game. Okay, so I just jumped onto the app, and man, there is a lag. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. And it keeps dropping out like that. So one thing that becomes apparent pretty quickly is that this isn't like most of my other cameras. I mean, I do have other security cameras, like I was saying, and I can just turn those on, chill out down here, and I can watch the kids, I can watch the front, I can watch what I need. As you can see right here, I can see the living room, I can see the kids, I can see what's going on. Over here, I can see what's outside, I can keep my camera on, and I can just wait to see if my friends are going to come. Or, if you're a basement dweller like me, it can just be really nice sometimes to watch the sun go down and watch the sun come up, because, you know, you don't have windows all around you or anything like that. Now, this is a D-Link camera. This is a Wyze cam. The Wyze cams just always stay on. They're good for using like they're a security camera. The D-Link cuts out about once a day, every day. And you can almost set your clock by it. So the idea is that you put all your cameras within the fleet of cameras. I only have the one, and it gives you a preview of what you're looking at. You click onto it if you want to see it. And when it actually comes up, there. Good morning, beautiful. And if I just hold it like that, I get about maybe 7 minutes max before this thing will cut out. This is the type of thing that if it senses movement, it'll send you some information about it. But man, there seems to be a hard 3 or 4 second lag. I'm not sure if the other ones are like that, but it does remind me of the movie Scream, where one plot point was there were security cameras, but there was like a 20-second delay, and this seems like the longest delay out of all of my security cameras. Maybe that just has something to do with the internet that I put up, but just to give you an idea, 1, 2, 3. Yep, so there's a bit of a lag, that's for sure. But the product is used as intended, isn't so bad. It's basically supposed to pick up movement and supposed to give you a short clip, not supposed to be a security cam thing. So maybe using this, the creepiness factor is definitely lower than it would be on the other ones, because you're not going to be able to, like 1984, watch everybody all the time, but you will be able to click in with with just a quick view, and you can always tell when somebody's viewing because that light comes on. With these other 2 cameras, it's not like that. With the D-Link, actually, with the D-Link, there is a light that comes on if it's night vision, and I suppose that might be a good idea just so nobody can use it to put someone in a bad situation when the lights are off and it's naughty time, maybe, let's say. But yeah, so it definitely works. You can mount it, you can pull this piece off, and it goes back on rather easy. When I was looking at the unit, somebody seemed to say that it was a magnet, but that's definitely not a magnet. That's a clip all day long. Next up, let's try a night vision test. Did you hear that click? Every time that happens, that click will go off. Some people say it's a bit much. I don't really think it's such a big deal though. So here's generally how it looks. Now, you might want to change the lighting on this unit if you're going to be using it as a security camera, because if it's too lightful, if it's throwing out too much light, then it will blur the figure that you're looking at. And if you want to get someone's facial features, you got to make sure you have the right amount of light. You might have to put it further back, actually. But within the app, you have options to take care of that, to change that. Okay, it took me a while, but I figured out how to get into it. It's all clips, no Phillips head screws. Unfortunately, I poked the speaker on the way in. Clip here, and press this in, and she will pop out. And we can see what's on the inside. Now I'm going to take a screwdriver to it and see what's on the other side of this. Alright, this is what we got on the other side. The engineering on this is really interesting, with the way they just use pressure to keep a lot of things together, like the speaker that I unfortunately pierced. I'll show you that speaker in a second. Oh, hello. What do we got under here? Looks like it's just a shield for a particular chip. What kind of chip? I don't know, but it's not an ARM chip. So, it looks like those pins, whoops, these pins directly connect in here, which is interesting. So my thoughts about this at the end of the day are ultimately, if you have an Amazon system, I definitely recommend that you get this unit and you check it out. It'll go great with your system. It'll go great as a security camera when connected in with everything. But as it is on as a standalone unit, it's not for me. I'm probably not going to actually use it much. And I'll probably give it to somebody I know who's more into the Amazon ecosphere. Some people are into it, some aren't. That's just how it goes. But it's definitely worth 25 bucks. And if you're on the Amazon system, I definitely recommend you get it. Wonderful time.
While we're in Delmet, Mommy are taking the bunk off. And I'm playing with the tips and eating them.